Okay, guys, I'm back. um, so this is a development version of Crystal and Lucky John. Um, what's that? Oh, okay. So, so as you can see, unlike Lee, she will be using mana and then Arcane Resonance, and then my opponent, Lucky John, will be using ammo and heat. Okay. Yes, a pirate will be a cool character. Huge tip: let everyone be unlockable for free if you spend them. Yes, the game theoretically, if you play enough, will be 100% free. Because diamonds will be available if you play a lot. Um, but then each character will also be can also be bought individually. So if you like this character, then you buy this character. If you don't like it, then you can skip it. That's our monetization model. Yes, yes, that's right. So, uh, Crystal is Crystal is a nice mage. She tries to freeze her opponent, but uh, but then she, just like all spell slingers, she also doesn't start really quickly out of the gate. So you have to be careful how you play her in the early game. Actually, all 5 cards I want to keep, but I will give up. I have to give up this card for now. Sure. maybe, yeah, maybe a good idea. We'll think on that. So, Tiny Crystal is just a slight effect. Apply Frozen to your opponent. So if I can freeze my opponent, then each turn that he is frozen, he can only play 1 card a turn. So basically, hugely limits what the opponent does. So I try to freeze here. But Lucky John parried my attack with a trick shot. A parry basically can act as attack or defense. So I'm not successful, and all 3 cards are defensive cards, so I have to pass here. So Crystal has a lot of defensive cards that also increases her maximum mana, meaning instead of starting with 3 mana, she gradually builds to 4 mana and 5 mana and so on. So my game plan is to increase my maximum mana slowly. If I can stop my opponent's attack. So discard this card for now. Yes, that's right, Stabby. Okay, this card is actually Crystal Defense, actually a great card, but it needs me to build up Arcane Resonance, and this card allows me to build up Permafrost, allows me to build up Arcane Resonance, but I haven't played it yet, so I have to pass for now. I can stop this. Ancient Glacier has a block value of 6 that matches his his damage of 6. Otherwise I'll be stunned. I don't want to be stunned. And then I pass here. Okay, so because I know that Lucky John would need to reload because ammo doesn't grow automatically. So when he reloads, he's powerless. So I can play my Permafrost, and that increased my Arcane Resonance as well as damaging him. Okay. Lucky John also has a very powerful buff that when he reloads he puts on himself, called Clear Thinking. And while Clear Thinking is active, every attack draws him a card. But when I damage him, the Clear Thinking goes away. So I have to be very careful not to let him have the buff Clear Thinking. I'll put that back. Now, the ultimate card that Crystal wants to play is Winter's Embrace. And this Frozen X means X is Arcane Resonance. If I can build up my Arcane Resonance, I can freeze my opponent for many, many turns. That can literally win me the game. So, but right now I still need to build up my Arcane Resonance. That's why I got rid of the Winter's Embrace for now. So I guess I'll pass in. Yes, Debbie, I think a knife character has a potential. Okay. So Lucky John, this is his ultimate attack, basically Thunder Hammer. It has a multi-hit of 6. If I allow him to connect, 3 damage times 6 is 18 damage all in one kill. So use up all his ammo, 6 ammo. But luckily, I have 3 guys that can block the 3. So how it works is my 5 blocks the 3, so the multi-hit effect doesn't trigger. And then I gain my mana in the process. I'll pass here, wait for him to reload because I only have 1 ammo, okay? And then he puts Clear Thinking on himself, and I will deep freeze him. So that frees him for 2 turns. And I'll pass him.
Pass.
Yes, every character has something you need to be worried about. Lucky John tries to double hit me with this card, and I can stop it with 1 with ice. So I used up mana to stop his attack. So the mana is reduced. If I let him connect, that will be 8 damage because it has a multi-hit of 2. So I try to freeze him again with defreeze.
Your turn.
So that's what Crystal plays like. She tries to constantly freeze her opponent to limit their movement until she can build up enough mana and hopefully win the game that way. So I can play Icicle Trap here. It increases my damage for against frozen characters. Oh, but then Lucky John has a counter which is not so fast. He can counter, meaning if he's faster than me. So basically, before I attack, he's faster, and then put my card back in my hand. I can play the game because he's frozen. Uh, so he can only play one card a turn. So that helps me a lot. Otherwise, this not so fast card is very annoying by itself. So now I'm building up my Arcane Resonance. Again, Permafrost synergize with opponent being frozen. So if my opponent is frozen, then I can daze him, forcing him to discard.
Your turn. Pass.
Currently, Crystal is the only character that focus on freezing opponent. In the future, who knows? But right now, she is the only character doing that. So I'll get rid of this card. There'll be magic against, well, okay, stun. Try to stun me, but I have Ancient Glacier, and I have Arcane Resonance 2 or more. So I will end up freezing him instead. Yeah, the clash of magic against technology is one of our themes. And then another theme we have is God versus monster. So we have a class that worships God, and then another class that worship monster. Not worship monster, as in being monster, rather. We don't exactly have that, but we have characters that can stealth. Stealth meaning not all your attacks can land. There's a chance that it can't, and then the attacks will be harmless against stealth characters. Okay, so Lucky John is reloading, so I get to finish him off with Shards of Eternity. Oh no, I can't. Is it because it costs 4 mana? But I can still finish him off with Icicle Trap. Okay, so that's a quick look at Crystal against Lucky John, the cowboy.